am so excited because it is finally the end of the 12-week year, and I have some things to say. It has been such a roller coaster, and I've learned so much trying this goal setting strategy. I think that there are some positives and some negatives that I've personally experienced while doing this. And I first want to go and share, kind of give a recap of all my goals. You can also go to the 12-week year playlist that I have and just watch my whole journey. But yes, this actually started at the beginning of January, and I had a couple of goals that I wanted to accomplish, and I had specific tactics to accomplish those goals. So I'm going to get right into it and share a recap of those goals. Just a recap of the goals that I had for the 12-week year. My 1-year goal, and this is where the 12-week year goal stemmed from. So my 1-year goal is to get 10K subscribers on YouTube, my goal weight of 135, or wherever my body decides to stay. It's really important that we listen to our bodies. So that's why I put that there. And then travel to Italy for my 30th birthday, stress-free, and embody the person that I want to be in my 30s. If you are new here, my name is Monica Denais, and I'm a therapist and mindset coach based in Dallas, Texas. And I am 29, turning 30 this year. So this is kind of my journey to just leave my 20s better than I started them and start my 30s better than I started my 20s. So these are my goals. So my first goal was to lose 8 pounds sustainably. My current weight was 153, and that was starting January 1st of 2023. And I had a bunch of tactics in order to get to this goal. And to be very honest, it was hard to keep up with a lot of the tactics. I think I was very ambitious about doing all these tactics. And if you saw all the other videos, you would see that I did struggle to aim on, get my calorie deficit every week. But I think overall, you'll see that I still made progress at least the overall ending goal I'm proud of. So that was one goal. And then the next goal was to focus growing my YouTube channel to 3K subscribers. And I had specific strategies on how I was going to do that. I was going to post 2 times a week, one long form and one short form video, and then schedule recording days, things like that, and record any bonus videos if I had the time. And I was going to check my analytics weekly. So I had a weekly check-in with myself. And so that was really helpful because it helped me understand kind of where I was in this whole journey. And then my next goal was to book 3 paid brand deals. So I would pitch to brands, reach out to brands, and then track kind of how I was going. And the last goal was to recommit to my podcast. I've had a podcast since 2019, but I was always afraid to show up on video. And this time I wanted to revamp it and start putting the video version on YouTube. So that was really exciting. I wanted to post 1 podcast a month, and I did do that. And I also wanted to get a new podcast cover. So I wanted to update my podcast cover. So those were all the goals. And now I want to show you everything that I accomplished, what I wouldn't recommend doing in this situation, and kind of like my final thoughts. So let's go ahead and go to the 12-week year dashboard. Okay, so this is the 12-week year dashboard. You can download the template for the weekly check-ins. The only thing that I do not have is the dashboard. I am hopefully going to create a video soon to walk you through how to do this, but also ClickUp is actually updating its system, so this may change. So just keep that in mind. I might do an updated with the new version of ClickUp, but okay, so I have all the goals that I just mentioned to you. And so let's go ahead and go to our first goal, which is reach 3,000 YouTube subscribers. Okay, y'all. I did not reach 3,000 subscribers. I was honestly really bummed about this because I really thought that I tried my best and my hardest. And honestly, if I'm going to be delusional, I feel like I was being delusional in this situation. I was just being optimistic that I was going to do 3,000 subscribers. I have seen that this 12-week year has done a lot for other channels, and I thought by, trying this out, it would do something similar to my channel, but it didn't. So it might have been my thumbnails, it might have been just my titles, I don't know, but I'm still learning from the process. But I was able to do 2,044 subscribers as of today, which is March 27th. So hopefully that stays that way. I still accomplished 60% of my goal. And so that is pretty good. I'm still going to continue, hopefully, getting better at like my thumbnails, all this. This is a journey. I will be a year on YouTube in April. So I've really loved how I've done everything. And I'll tell you a little bit about the reaching 3,000 subscribers. I want to show you just my stats, like everything that happened. I kind of wrote down how many like videos I posted, how many shorts I posted, what were my views and my subscribers. So total uploads that I posted in order to get to the 2,044 subscribers, I uploaded 13 YouTube videos and 21 YouTube shorts. And I honestly think that's a lot. I was posting weekly, and to be completely honest, I saw more results when I was posting less and just being more intentional. So I think out of this, I really learned that when it comes to YouTube, honestly, less is more. I think that everyone gives you like advice that you should be posting more twice a week, but honestly, it is not sustainable and it'll show in your content. Now, I really do feel like my videos were still quality videos, but I think I'm still getting to know my audience, what my audience wants, and trying to stand out from the crowd. This was good for me to just figure out my style. I think I'm getting a little bit more better at like what kind of videos I like. But yeah, 13 YouTube videos and 21 shorts. I feel like that is a lot in 12 weeks. And the results were, so I'll tell you the results. So the total increase with the 12-week year was only 166 new subscribers. Now, I say only, but that is still a lot. But I honestly thought that I would, at least be in the 500 new subscribers mark, and it wasn't the case. But I still learned a lot from this, and I did increase over almost like 20,000 views on YouTube. So that was also a good accomplishment. Would I recommend for you to post weekly shorts and weekly YouTube videos? I think it just depends on your channel, but personally for me, I think I will be going back to just 2 to 3 videos a month. It is much more sustainable for me, and I've gotten more results because of it. So I'm not going to be posting weekly anymore. I know that's a bummer. And I mean, really 2 to 3 videos a month is almost weekly. I think it's maybe just 1 week where I won't be posting. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with just being more consistent and doing less. And then the next goal was book 3 paid brand deals, and I did 2 out of the 3. Now, I actually today I'm supposed to hear from a brand to see if we're moving forward to work together. So that could happen, but for the purpose of the 12-week year ended March 3rd, 26, which was yesterday. So I didn't do the 3 out of 3, but I did 2 out of 3, and that was incredible. I think one of the brands is going to be an ongoing partnership, and the other one, I have worked with them in the past, so that was also an ongoing partnership. And I just reached out to them, pitched myself. It was so nerve-wracking because one of the brands wanted a in-person meeting, and I was just like so nervous, but I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad that I learned from that experience. I feel a lot more equipped. I feel a lot more ready to ask for the right amount in exchange for what I'm doing for the brand, and all of that comes from practice. So I think a big thing about this 12-week year, it really does force you to do, the most. It forces you to get out of your comfort zone. And so, yeah, 2 out of the 3 brand deals, which I think is still good. 67% of the goal is still pretty good. Now, lose 8 pounds. I am so grateful for all the changes that I've made. I had already started my weight loss journey back in like August of 2022. So it hasn't been a year yet, but I had already seen a lot of progress. So doing this 12-week year was a lot more focused. And I actually lost 5 pounds. 5 pounds out of the 8, which I am still super proud of. And I think it was sustainable for me. Honestly, what I loved is I didn't change a lot of my eating habits. I didn't feel like I paused my life for this goal, which is the best thing, because that's the most sustainable thing. A strategy that makes you pause your life is not a good strategy. So 5 pounds, I feel good. I feel like I've seen a lot of changes in my body. I feel like I've seen a lot of changes in my endurance. And I was able to take, new classes that challenged me. And another big thing that came from this is I was able to wear just a sports bra and like my leggings, like a set. I was never confident to wear that on its own without like a big baggy t-shirt. So I think that's all, like, that goes back to confidence. This gave me a lot of confidence to do this. And I was doing a lot of walks. I was trying a lot of new workouts. I think what ended up happening though is that I got bored with the workouts. I also didn't account for certain like social stuff. I also knew that some of the other goals, like the one with the brand deal and stuff, like was stressful. Like the weekly YouTube, like it was stressful. So I think too, when we put a lot of these goals, we're not anticipating how much stress and anxiety we may feel, because I had deadlines, I had things like that. And so now I know better. But yeah, 5 pounds is still pretty good for 12 weeks. And I love that I feel like I will be able to sustain it off. So love that. And then finally, revamping my podcast. I did get a new podcast cover, which I'll put right here. And I did get to interview some amazing people on video. So you may know some of the people from YouTube. I was able to record with Cameron Monet here on YouTube, Carter Sullivan, which you know her from Monthly Resets, and a wonderful entrepreneur that I admire, Miss Elizabeth McCravey. I use her template for my website and she's incredible. I love her podcast. So I recorded those 3 episodes and posted them on YouTube, which I'm so, so proud. And I think YouTube now has like a podcast like tab or something. So that's pretty cool. I didn't anticipate that was happening. So that's pretty cool. And I'm excited to see what can come from that. So overall, I feel like I did so well with my goals. And I'm just going to go and say my final thoughts. Yeah, so my final thoughts overall is personally at around the 8-week mark, I got bored and craved new goals. I do feel while this can definitely help you narrow down things, it can be kind of boring and often may feel discouraging if you're not hitting some of these, because it's like in a big length of time, 12 weeks. I know now that I definitely need to continue testing out topics that most resonate with my audience here on YouTube, because I feel like the views were pretty low. Like I said, I do feel that going back to 2 to 3 videos a month is a lot more realistic for me, as I honestly saw more results by doing less. And I will say that I was frustrated with my weight loss goal, as I knew I could have done better eating out less some weeks, but overall losing 5 pounds in 12 weeks is really good, because I do really feel, like I said, that I didn't make some major life changes. I feel like the changes that I did make were so sustainable and at a good pace. And then brand partnerships, I learned so much more. Like I said, what I want to do as a creator and who I want to work with. And personally, I'm happy with the opportunities that I got. They feel so much aligned. And yeah, like that is everything for the 12-week year. I hope that you followed along my journey. If you want to go into more detail week to week, make sure you go and watch those other videos. You can start from the beginning and then come back to this just so you guys can see the journey. It has been incredible, and I'm so grateful that you guys have been with me throughout this journey. I will be going back to monthly goals, so make sure that you check my next video, which is my April monthly reset, where I have new goals. I am so excited for some of the things that I'm incorporating in April, and I will talk to you soon.